I certainly wasn't expecting to make a video now or today, but something happened and I need to mention it because this is how like completely oblivious you can get when you hyperfocus. I was walking my dog. I was watching a video. I was feeling a close sort of camaraderie-ship or kinship to it. It described a lot of sort of my issues with holidays and autism and ADHD and trauma, from my mother, made Mother's Day complicated. My father, having been dead my entire life, made Father's Day complicated. So, I was watching a video on autism and grief, and then I was watching this video because it had just come out, and it popped up as a notification, and of course I wanted to watch it because I absolutely love this lady, and I'll at her, hello, Mind Blind, you have really helped me a lot, and it's nice to see somebody who does videos like me, just real and not letting all of like the weirdness hide behind edits. My problem is I also have ADHD. I have narcolepsy with cataplexy. I have hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos, and now they are sending me for genetic testing for Williams syndrome, which I called right off the bat too. And opposite of her having aphantasia, I have hyperphantasia. I am also a spatial thinker, so I have a Jarvis in my brain. You tell me to think of a church and I start seeing a movie of a church. You tell me to think of an orange, I can see it, I can feel it, I can smell it, I can taste it. So it's a little bit different. I'm like I said in a comment, I'm like you in a funhouse mirror. We both found out late in our lives, but she made me realize that, a lot of little things in the comments she made that I hadn't really connected before. And then I looked up. I know this doesn't mean anything to any of you, but I've been walking a while. I haven't walked like this since last fall when I was foraging, when I was in my best shape, because I was hauling hundreds of pounds of black walnuts up because foraging was my new, special interest, along with geology. So now I'm also hauling rocks. I've been getting buff. Let's put it that way. But, oh God, my medicine gives me dry mouth, so this is going to be awkward because I didn't bring my water because I was just walking the dog. This dog. This is Mr. Big Chew. He is my service dog. Everybody thinks he's a pug. He is actually a Shih Tzu. He's full Shih Tzu. He's 4th generation Grand Champion show line, which I could not afford, but I happen to be best friends since childhood with his breeder. And she has meant the world to me. And he has done his job, but unfortunately, he also bites. He has a level of patience and no signal, and because of an accident he had, if you put your hand in front of him, he will bite it. If you try to let him sniff your hand, he will bite it. So yeah, you just got to go straight for the butt. Go straight for the butt, give him a butt scratch, he'll be your best friend. So anyhow, I am probably, we would have gone 3 blocks up. Oh, well, I can tell you I just got within a mile radius of my home because my little notification of stay on at this address, and that's a mile radius. So he took me a ways. He took me as far as he could go in, in however, that was a 16-minute video. I started it pretty much as I started the walk. So as far as I could have gone in about 15 minutes at a fast walking pace. The only problem is when I'm walking around my own neighborhood, I don't mind, showing a little bit more. But I thought I was just going to be going like 2 blocks. And see, he's doing zigzag motions. He's been taking me down alleyways. We're in a nice neighborhood. It's not that. It's just only in my sports bra. I mean, it's cute. It covers everything, and the pants are high-waisted, and fortunately they fit me this time. I've got my compression socks on, but I'm in my sports bra, a mile away from home. And because my special interest right now is foraging and geology, and he accidentally makes me stop the video because I run into a tree. Not like a tree, like a branch hit me in the eye and it stopped the video because it swiped it sideways. Or I hit that button anyway. So yeah, now I'm a mile from home. It's a nice neighborhood, but it's an older conservative neighborhood in Pennsylvania, South Central Pennsylvania. And I'm just walking around with a tiny dog in my sports bra, carrying a toothbrush and a rock, because I always want to find something neat when I'm out walking the dog. I just saw something neat. Hold on. Maybe not. If I don't see it again, it wasn't meant for me. Okay. So yeah, the other problem is I live in South Central Pennsylvania, like the best place for rock hounding, and I didn't know until this winter. And I'm finding stuff, and I'm, well, fortunately, my self-soothing technique is vigorously polishing rocks with toothbrushes, but right now there isn't like a toothbrush in the state at this point. Pretty much I feel like I've bought every toothbrush on the planet, but yeah, I'm finding really cool shit. Some of it's really worth a lot too. So, and I got garnets. I found my garnets. Yeah. And then I realized I never got to the point. I can completely hyperfocus, go a random place past God knows what to who knows where. For, no reason at all. Have a hummingbird, moment where, ooh, it's shiny, rock, gotta get a rock, and I totally missed the point. I was so hyper-focused that I was a mile away from home in a conservative neighborhood with a tiny dog in my sports bra with nothing but a rock and a toothbrush. Why? Because sometimes that's how it works.